Okay everyone, so we're the Beefy Boys and we're here today with a very special guest.
Dude, the cherry picker is amazing. That must have cost a fortune. Hey guys, I'm DJ BBQ. What's better than a burger?
A burger with a steak on it.
Man, you're so wise, man.
Cool, so yeah, we're going to do a burger called the Cowboy. So the idea is we've got our brioche bun, fire roasted tomato and garlic, mayo, spinach, crispy shallots. Then we're going to have one of our Beefy Boy patties, some jack cheese, and we're going to top it all off with a beautiful flat iron steak.
So the first thing we're going to do is chop these tomatoes up, chuck some seasoning on them, and chuck them in the barbecue. Here we go.
And DJ BBQ's got a special ingredient today, so tell us a bit about that.
All right, well, I like to smoke things because that's kind of my deal with barbecue. Yeah, and I double smoked some garlic. So I cold smoked them first, just to get that sweet wood smoke flavor in there, and then I hot smoked them so that they go a bit kind of squishy. So it's almost like you can go quick with an aioli. So this has all been smoked on wild cherry wood and a little bit of orange wood charcoal. We're gonna hit it twice in your burger. So we're gonna add it into the melted butter, rosemary and thyme.
As soon as we cook the flat irons, we're going to take them off, and instead of just resting them normally, we're going to chuck them into the melted butter. So it's going to rest in all that sort of butter and herb and smoked garlic, and it's just going to...
It's just naughty, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very naughty. It's not one if you're trying to lose weight, but it will taste good.
No, animal fat's good for you. We're meant to be processing animal fat, okay?
It's one of your 5 days.
Exactly. And then, so we're gonna throw some of the garlic in there, and then you're gonna add it into your mayonnaise concoction. See, Benihana, man, give me a job. This is just golden, oozy goodness. Look at that. Here, smell that, Dan. Right?
Oh, that's amazing.
So it's that hot smoke that kind of starts to break it down and turn it almost into a paste. So you can just smoosh it.
And is that the second smoke that you do with it?
Yeah, the cold smoke is just in there to kind of work it, and then the hot smoke is there to kind of turn it into this. So I don't have to do. It's less chopping. It's more doing this. And look, see, it just turns into this paste. You know?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I'll put these in the barbecue now then.
Yep.
And get them going.
Cool.
Okay, so the steak that we're going to use to go on top of the burger is going to be a flat iron, and we've got 21-day age Herefordshire beef flat iron here. I think DJ BBQ's got some really interesting facts about the flat iron.
Well, the flat iron, you know, it's in the shoulder muscle, and you thinking with a cow, you know, doing all that work, and what does a cow do all day? You know,
chew grass.
Yeah, it chews grass. So the toughest muscle on that cow is the brisket because it's holding up about 50% of the cow's weight. So the most tender muscle on the cow is the fillet, or as in America they call it the filet mignon. Then the second most tender muscle is right near that. It's one of its cousins. It's called the teres major, or the French call it the faux fillet. It's a little almond-shaped muscle that's inside the shoulder. Then you go back for the third muscle, which is the ribeye, which is my favorite cut on the beast. And then your fourth or fifth is the flat iron, and it's on the other side of the shoulder. So it's a shoulder muscle. And then the classic cut for burgers is the chuck. You know, it's got that fat ratio.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to be using. So in the patty, we've got a mixture of chuck and brisket, and then we're going to top it off with this flat iron. Now the one thing about the flat irons, there's not a huge amount of fat or anything in it at all. So you can only really cook it medium rare, medium at the most. If you go into kind of well done, it's just going to be like leather. I mean, you shouldn't be doing that anyway. You should. Of
course you shouldn't do that. Anybody who wants anything over medium, they should be punched in the
So we've got a nice bit of char on these tomatoes. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add them to the crushed cherry smoked garlic from DJ BBQ, and then we're going to blitz it up and we're going to mix it in with some sort of like plain mayonnaise, and that's going to be the base for our burger to sit on. So we're just going to do that now. Cool, so we blitzed up those charred tomatoes and DJ BBQ smoked garlic, and so now we're going to mix that in with some mayo. Tomato sauce.
This is like a steak dinner.
Yeah, well, that was the whole kind of concept behind it. We wanted to like get everything into a burger that you'd have with, you know, a proper steak dinner. So yeah, we've got fire roasted tomatoes, and then we've got the crispy shallots. We've got some spinach in there, and then we're going to serve with a little peppercorn sauce on the side. So yeah, it's effectively like having a full steak dinner in a patty format.
And that sauce just tastes gorgeous.
So that's the sauce ready to go in it. So that's got the char grilled tomatoes, the smoked garlic, and then just a bit of mayo. So I guess the next thing we're going to do is going to be cooking the flat iron.
Yay.
Four-way sorbet.
Yeah.
No, it's all over my arm. Yeah. No.
Gosh, guys, that's not gonna trend. Here we go. Everybody should carry pocket salt.
Wow.
Oh wow.
There we go.
I didn't realise you could do it without it going down your elbow, to be honest. I thought that was
That's incredible.
Right, okay.
So accurate.
Yeah, so you don't have to do the elbow, everyone. You can just go straight onto the steak, apparently. So, another top tip from DJ BBQ.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, nice. When you're doing a burger, the key is the crust these guys are doing. That's why they cook on planchas and on griddle paddles. So they got that full crust. So when they season the burger, it's got this beautiful crust on the outside, which is what you're first biting into. That's the first taste you get. So you want to keep that on there as long as possible. So with that kind of beveled bit right there, when you go to get off that first press, it all stays intact. And that's your, that's your first impression when biting that patty.
Yeah.
Once you get through the bun and all the other stuff you put on there. But it's all about the burger.
So we've got the flat iron on. The next thing to do is to toast the bun. So we've got a little bit of rendered bacon fat.
Ooh.
Then we're going to go straight onto the hot plate.
A little extra flavour on it.
The flavor of bacon.
Goes good with everything. So, but if you ever want to toast like your bun, like bacon fat, butter, beef dripping, anything like that's just going to help bring that extra sort of meatiness to the burger on the finished product.
You've also got the brioche, correct? So there's already butter in there.
It's like kind of one of the main things you want from it though. The sugar caramelizes and then seals the bun, so all of your juices don't leak into the bun.
You create a toasty crust.
That's it. And it doesn't fall apart.
That's it.
Yeah.
So we're thinking the flat iron should just be about sort of medium rare right now. And we're going to take that flat iron and to rest it, we're going to drop it in all this melted butter, rosemary, thyme, and DJ BBQ smoked garlic.
So beautiful, creamy, meets earthy with a sweet pungency of the garlic. That is just going to be, I just want that. And then I want to drink the butter that's had the steak in it.
It's going to be insane, man, because like, a good thing about a flat iron, it's got a real irony sort of rich taste to it, but all those woody herbs and that smoke and the butter, it's just going to bring it all kind of to life, man. So,
we were talking about bacon being the best ingredient in the world ever. Butter's got to be either a close second or maybe ahead of it.
Yeah, butter with a steak in, I think. That's kind of now we're talking.
Be still my beating heart. There it goes.
So the next step is going to be cooking the patty, and we use a mix of chuck and brisket, and we've got about 80% lean, sort of 20% sort of fat in there. And remember, with a burger patty, fat is where all your flavour's going to be, so you want to keep that in there.
But of course, grass-fed.
Oh yeah.
Beef fat, that's where the flavor is. What the animal's eating, man. Ground ivy, red clover, dandelion. If you see a cow or a lamb with their head stuck in the fence, they're going for the ground ivy, which is like an all herb. So that's why British beef tastes better than pretty much anybody else's beef. And I'm sorry, rest of the planet, but you guys are very lucky to be from this country.
Yeah,
because American beef is grain fed. It's got a kind of sweet flavor, but there's no dynamics to it. That's why Hereford beef is next level.
Yeah, man. And the cows for this came from literally like sort of 10 miles down the road, didn't they? So it's all like local beef to where we're from, grass-fed.
Low carbon footprint.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the earth right now is smiling, especially after the charcoal you put in there.
So on this as well, we like to keep the patty kind of loose. You never want to overwork your patty and never, ever season the inside of it. You always want to season the outside of the patty. So we use like a 1/4 inch grind on it. It keeps the meat kind of nice and loose, and we never ever overwork it. So it's just going to fall apart in your mouth. So we're going to go for smashing this onto the flat plate right now.
So now we're going to build the burger. First of all, we start off with our toasted semi-brioche bun. We're going to use some of this amazing tomato mayo with DJ BBQ's smoked garlic.
Cold and then hot.
So that's that.
That looks naughty right there.
Now we've got these deep fried crispy shallots. We're going to put them all over.
With the shallots, they've got that kind of pungency, but then you kind of crisp them up. They get a bit more sweeter, and they lose a tiny bit of that pungency. Same thing with like smoking the garlic.
Yeah.
I like that you've gone shallots.
Loads of them as well.
You need that tang, man. You
And a bit of crunch as well.
We got tang here, you got tang here, you've got the creaminess from the butter of the steak.
And now, of course, we have some fresh spinach. Just
Nice.
chuck it on. That also gives you a nice crunch to it as well. Going to get some nice jack cheese to go on. And we are good to go.
Wow, so you get everything prepared and then you work the burger again.
That's right, yeah. It'll be steamed now with the lid on. The cheese will melt all over it. Hit back up.
Get that little squishy vibe. Yeah. Would you? Sorry.
So we've got the jack cheese going on top. And then you've got the water there, Chris?
Yeah.
That patty's going to continue to cook with all that steam, and the cheese is just going to become gooey and melty, and it's going to melt on top of it, and it's just going to be awesome.
It's like you're creating your own little micro environment, you know?
Yeah.
And all these magical things are happening in there. There's a party going on. A cheese and beef party.
And it's better. A lot of the time in the restaurant we use like your classic American cheese on burgers because
Sure.
it's got such a low melting point.
Oh God, they just go so gooey right away.
Yeah.
But is it real cheese?
Well, I think it's perfect for a burger, though, isn't it? The American cheese. It's something you can't just kind of beat about that kind of. It's almost like a sauce. It kind of bastes the whole sort of meat, doesn't it? Really. But for this one, with the steak, we find Jack cheese is way better because it's got a bit more tang to it. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh! Look at the cheese dancing. Ooh! Ooze. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So as we can see, man, the flat irons just come out absolutely beautiful. It's so tender, isn't it?
Incredible, dude. Like when I was touching it, you know, I want to get it to between here and here. That's the consistency I want. That's rare. That's kind of medium rare, and that's well done. That's what Grandma wants. And I was quite surprised how beautiful and tender it was. I'm thinking, man, I don't want to overcook it, but I want to get it to like medium rare.
Yeah.
Beautiful bit of Hereford steak there. So we're going to lay 3 slices of that.
It's gonna go nuts on Instagram. Oh my goodness.
You see, some people put bacon on a burger. We put steak on a burger.
You guys are way smarter than those bacon guys.
So we've got the 3 slices of the flat iron, and then there's always a couple of slices left. You get 1 for the chef, so we'll ignore that one. Then we've got 2 slices.
There's up.
On top?
On top.
What?
So that there is the Beefy Boys Cowboy using DJ BBQ's twice smoked garlic. So at the bottom we've got the roast tomato and smoked garlic mayo. Then we've got spinach. We've got the 21-day aged Hereford beef patty, Jack cheese. We've got the flat iron steak on top, which has been rested in the butter, the thyme, the rosemary, and the smoked garlic. And then on top, we've got the final 2 bits of flat iron.
Then that could bring about world peace.
Cool, so there's only one thing left to do, really, isn't there?
I suppose so.
What's
Be our
that?
best, man. I think you got to eat it.
I get the first bite?
I think so, man.
Dude, a tear trickles down the side of my cheek. Oh, God, where to start? Okay, don't want that in my mouth.
Insanely jealous,
I
right?
just want to get as much. Of course you are. What? Oh. I am not worthy. I am not worthy. Oh my God. Excuse me. I went in big, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's the only way you can go with that, I think,
Yeah.
mate.
Lord. Oh, wow. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, man.
The Cowboy. I think I'm pitching a tent.
So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We've been the Beefy Boys. It's been DJ BBQ. And this has been the Beefy Boys Cowboy.
Woo!